Hello there and welcome back, Commanders and Commanderettes. This is Chesty Puller with another video. This time it's on a Corpus 70 Elite Sandstorm bases for the Elite Sandstorm parts as well as the components for the Elite Sandstorm. This is not the Omega, this is just the Elite. And this is done with air only. These airports are active, so you have to take them out. And of course, watch out for the heavy flak that's there. There is a stinger inside these towers, and so be careful of that. I just take out this vanquisher because it will cause some damage to the Hades that are in the storage units here. So, and also I'm going to take out the flame and the fire bombs as well. And I have an interesting way to take out these sandstorms. Normally you would just use the Hades, but I have other purposes for the Hades, so I'm not going to use the Hades to take out the sandstorms. I'm going to use Sawbones and Furies. My Furies have wingmen. They have 2 anti-air and 2 anti-ground wingmen, and I have 4 Furies there and 3 Sawbones. I believe my Sawbones are still only level 4 or so since we just got them. But I really like this combo of Sawbones and Furies. The Sawbones are also protected by the wingmen on the Furies, so normally your Sawbones don't have too much protection, they just have a ton of armor. So on these, it's a little bit of timing. You just want to stay away from the sandstorms. If you can get the sandstorms when they're going away, in other words, attack them from behind. Okay, I made a mistake there. Got a little bit too close to that other sandstorm. It's not going to cost me anything. It's I did take some damage, but it was instant repair. So I was worried about that. I was thinking I was getting a little bit too close to the hunter or a little bit too close to that other sandstorm. There are 5 sandstorms on this base that you have to kill. Well, you don't have to kill them. It just makes everything else a lot easier if you do kill them, especially the roaming ones. And I suppose the one that you could actually leave there is the one in the back, but pretty much everything else would be difficult without getting rid of these 4 that are in the front, the 2 roaming and the 2 that are on the side. There's a couple of ways to get rid of the 2 that are on the side. One is this way that I'm showing you here. They are just far enough away from the hunters that if you go and attack them and turn around, you do not get targeted by the hunters. I've done dozens of these, and I have not been targeted by the hunters, so I feel fairly confident that just going in there like that and turning around and getting them to come out. Now, once you get them to come out, that's really all you need to do, because then when they turn around to go back, they are sitting ducks when they're backwards. They can't shoot until they turn around, and that is a big weakness with the sandstorms. So if you time it right, you should be able to take them out relatively easy. That's 3 down, but I just wanted to see what my damage was. Okay, it's instant. And the other thing that I do is I take 4 Furies and I take out the CC, and I have experienced about 3 seconds damage by using the 4 Furies with the Wingman and taking out the CC. But the most I've gotten is about 4 seconds, and I've also done it with 0 damage once. It almost seems like you're getting very close to that hunter, but like I said, it must be perfectly spaced apart so that you're just out of range. The settings on the 2 roaming sandstorms are very aggressive. The settings on this particular one, it's very docile. You just don't have to get very far out of its way, and it'll just return to its space. But the roaming ones, they will follow you all over the base sometimes. You have to be careful of those guys. If you get far enough away from them, they will turn away. And so here we go. We're going to hit the CC. I decided to take out a couple of power plants and the go-go bar. While I'm here, I'm just going to take out the tower. I need the tower to be out for a little bit later. I'll be using my Dina to assist, and she'll have to be invisible to do that. So for this, I'm going to retreat my sawbones because I don't want them to get shot. Just to clear out those last stand defenders. You don't have to. Most of the time I just stay there and let the wingmen clear up those last stand defenders, but it just takes longer. So 1 second. Did you see that? 1 or 2 seconds damage from all of my Furies. These Furies, their usefulness sort of reminds me of the Night Owls, but man, did they make Night Owls completely worthless, except for maybe base defense on Onslaught. That's about all they're good for. Really, a bad part about this game is that they take great units that you work very hard to get, and then all of a sudden they're worthless. Happened with the Titan, and then they brought it back with the Omega, and now of course it's better than ever. I'll just bring a couple of these over here because they'll all get corrosion on them from the something in the towers getting them corroded, so I don't want to get everything corroded, because if they do, they will die more quickly. And I'm going to use them over here. So I have to remember to open the wall here. But first I'm going to take out the hunter, and I'm going to use them to distract while I use my Dina to, or your Cyclone. I'm going to use a Cyclone. I just really like my expert Dina because of her power that she has now. So again, I'm going to distract, take out the bunker, take out the Tempest, take out the Blitz, and I'll just, for good measure, take out this other Tempest. It's not really necessary. However, I'm giving this base away, so I'm going to clear it up as much as I can. And that did not quite kill the Sandstorm. However, most of the time it does. Most of the time when you release those guys and get them on their own, you don't need to control them, and most of the time they do take out the Sandstorm. In that case, I was noticing that they were shooting the Sandstorm drones, which when that happens, the Sandstorm will get them. Because I didn't target the Sandstorm and I just put them on aggressive, they were just shooting the closest thing. And I should have targeted the Sandstorm with the Hades. As I said, I'm giving this away. I'm full on reserves, and I was trying not to take out those reserves because it's a decent amount of reserves in here as well. So that's it for this base. As you can see, I didn't even use the hailstorms, and they can use that to open it up. I hope this was helpful, guys. Have a good one out there.